This is a demonstration of a program written for a garage company. At the moment it's exclusively for a specific company, but it will be developed as a generic garage company program. This is the main menu. The picture on the left is a photograph of the operative who's logged in, and the picture on the right will contain the logo of the company and exchanging for photographs of vehicles also. The bottom of the screen displays reminders for MOTs and services, etc., and the number of days that they're due for a specific car and company with a contact name. Each time one of the functions is pressed and then back to the menu, it changes. This time it's showing the amount of money that's overdue for unpaid invoices, and the third one is stock level warnings here also. So to go through them quickly, item number 1 shows the work in progress. This garage has 6 bays, and it shows the people working on a vehicle at the precise moment, the registration numbers at the top, and the photograph of the workers and the time and amount of money that's being charged to that specific job. Actually, while we're on it, we could say that if we press 2, for example, that's the job on bay 2, and we could halt the process made by the first person so that there isn't any charge made. That person may be unavailable or working on another project. It could also be restarted at any time, obviously, and people can be added to the work. Function 2, view the completed jobs. That's a job that was completed with the date and time and the amount of money that was involved with that. That's awaiting an invoice. Number 3 is finance, which will show any accounts. You can view all accounts. Just going through it quickly that way. You can view all the accounts. You can print out and one thing and another. You can view monthly accounts and print them out or whatever, April, May, June of 2021, 22 and so on. That's the monthly accounts, and you can view the annual accounts as well. The figures, of course, are just spurious nonsense figures generated by the computer, and you can view a specific customer's accounts. View that customer's account, for example, and that can be printed as well. Invoices, you can view a specific invoice, and you can search by registration number, date, the customer, a part of the work carried out, by the cost, and you can record a payment, and you can view the PDFs that were raised and emailed to customers, and there is a current problem there. If we have a look at one of the emails, for example, say that one, the program is put on minimum screen, the customer's invoice is displayed for a set time. I've only got it for 10 seconds at the moment, and the problem being that there is no focus on the screen. You have to click with the mouse to get focus, but other than that it's perfect. And then you can raise an invoice as well. Well, let's just do it. Let's raise an invoice for that job. We can adjust the amount if necessary, as you can see using the cursors. Yes, to confirm. Using function key 1 and 2, we can apply, say, mineral oil, how many litres of mineral oil we used, 7 litres of mineral oil, how much antifreeze was used. We can say that we can press function key 1, these things are just generated by the computer. That FFFFF would be a specific thing like gearbox or whatever. If we want to add that as a job, and we can add a price, £99.99, and so on, we can do that. If we hit again, we generate the invoice. As you can see, the 7 litres, 3 litres of antifreeze was supplied, installed that. It calculates the VAT, and then we can confirm if a payment's been made. We can adjust the amount that's being paid. Say the customer paid £255, for example. We can confirm that, and it's not yet been emailed, neither has it been printed. Anyway, we can continue with that. That's been generated, so we have that invoice. In fact, we can just have a look at it, invoice number 242. That's it there. We can email, well, let's just email to the customer. It's sending the email. Of course, it's only sending to my email address because Jane Eyre is a fictitious email address. Expenditure, we can look at expenditure for, say, this year. These are again just fictitious things generated by the computer. We can look at any year. We can add new expenditure, delete an item, make a payment for one, cancel a monthly payment. Say you pay a fixed amount for electricity every month or anything like that, and then in number 6 we could reinstate a cancelled monthly payment. Profit and loss, again we'll look at this year. It shows the profit and loss. These breakdown figures will be individually tailored to each company, of course. That's the invoice, and that's the parts generated across there. We can look at each page, we can print them all obviously, then it would generate for your auditors or the VAT or inland revenue a breakdown of your profit and loss for any year. Customers, you can view a customer's data, any customer's data. You can, where are my customers? You can amend a customer's data, an address or whatever. You can add a new customer, reinstate one that's been deleted. Now here we have appointments. You can have appointments for, if you go back and forward, looking at the top of the screen, that's for Mark, for Lorna, for Samantha and Andy, and that's Ross. And you can look at them by date. And it goes infinitely into the future. So that's, you could add, well, let's say we want to add one here, add one. It will only allow where there's a space, obviously. Let's say we want to put one there, registration mark, Joanna Lumley's vehicle, and she wants a service, and the code is 2 for there's 4 rates of service. And then you can allocate the number of spaces available. We'll just say 3, and there they are. So JL1 has got 3 spaces booked for there. So you can still see other employees and other dates. It's quite unique. Okay, that's customers. Suppliers, you can view suppliers' data, whatever. You can amend a supplier's data, add a new one, view the supplier's accounts. Let's just look at that one, for example. That's the account for a specific company. And you could pay a supplier at one point at any time. Stock orders, you can view the stock by any of these methods, by what supplier, the vehicle, the model. Let's just do date into stock. So that's the article there is again just generated. It's nonsense, but it would be gearbox, windscreen wiper, wheel, whatever. So that's stock items, and there would be thousands of them, possibly. You can add a new item directly into stock, add a duplicate item, you can view ordered items. That's ordering an item, I didn't mean to do that. But let's just say we wanted an item, ordered an item for Rolls Royce, and the model is Silver Cloud, and the year is 1923, and we want to order steering wheel. Steering wheel, we want to do it online. These figures at the left of the screen will not appear, by the way. That's just a temporary thing in the computer. So enter the cost of the item. Say you've ordered it, it's £100, and that's been ordered. Have we paid an amount? Yes, we've paid it in full. So if we wanted to view the ordered item by the date ordered, it's the first one there. We can view fluids that are on order or in stock. Again, just generated at random. You can order a new type of fluid to set things up, and you can place received items into stock. If that isn't used and you create an invoice and you've forgotten to place the item into stock, you will also be able to order it, place it on the invoice because it's in computer memory. Just catering for an error. Emails, you can email a customer. Let's just say we want to email Joanna Lumley. And it's our number 3, or pre-MOT check reminder. Ensure that that's been sent. It's only been sent to my address because we don't have an email for Joanna Lumley, but that has now been sent. A pre-composed email reminding the customer that a specific car, in this case JL1, is due for its MOT check reminder. You can email all customers, and you can email selected customers. You can send Christmas greetings or a special offer that you've set up, and you can send that to selected customers. We can log in a new employee. We can just change that back because of security reasons. Log in the first one. Then we can look at, incidentally, just to show you, if we did have that and then we try to log in, it doesn't allow that because only the first person in the list, probably the owner, is permitted to view this. You can reinstate the entire data from a backup which is made to an external drive or a USB. You can view staff data. You can amend operative data, delete, reinstate, add a new one. We can view individual logs. And we can view daily logs of times logged in and out. We can view photographs, and where am I now? You can add a new vehicle. Suppose you want to add a Lamborghini or something, and then you can add the model of that. Enable and disable certain settings. You can enable if a code has to be put in when somebody logs in. You can send a result at the end of the evening of the day's transactions, and you can send an email of an immediate transaction, and you can shut down the computer when the program is exited. This also occurs after a specific time agreed with the garage company, that if its computer is left on by accident, the program will shut down and the computer will shut down automatically. Amend certain settings. You can amend the duration that the screen is minimized. You can end the duration that a message stays on the screen. I've got it at 1 second at the moment. We've got a duration that the function aborted is on screen. Once you're used to the program, you won't even want that to come up, and you would set it at 0 seconds. Anyway, it's all adaptable. Amend the duration of the time that the PDF is shown on the screen. You can amend VAT when it changes, and you can reset fluid levels, because as you put fluids in, they won't be accurately equating to the actual amount you have in stock and will need to be adjusted on occasion. You can view video stills that are taken by a camera that is supplied with the program. These are just nonsense shots, but they're taken every so many seconds as a matter of security. When you shut down for the evening, you can have you can have it running all night, and it will show you. That's just an office photo of a certain video. So that can be done. Just to show, if you press, hang on. I currently don't have video camera connected, so I'm just connecting one. So if you press that, that will show a live video, and that can be run at any time, and security photos will be taken. You can take a picture of that, or you can exit. So I'm just wondering if that, yes, that shows it there. So anyway,